Man, we got some special guests. The Street Profits are in the house. They are in LA because WrestleMania is going down this weekend at SoFi Stadium. It's the biggest sporting event in the world, period. And, man, you guys are, and by the way, Montez and Angelo, of course. You guys are in a four-way tag team match. Night one, set the tone right off the bat. Obviously, Street Profits, Alpha Academy, the Viking Raiders, and then also Braun Strowman and Ricochet teaming up. So we're gonna have 8 dangerous dudes inside of that ring. What are we thinking, fellas?
Chaos. Nothing but chaos. This is WrestleMania, like you said. This is the biggest sporting event of the year. This is our Super Bowl. This is our grand crescendo.
Yeah.
It's WrestleMania. This is the night where everyone comes mortal and becomes immortal. So anytime we get a chance to shine on the big stage and the bright lights, especially SoFi Stadium, man, come on, man. Like, you know, Super Bowl.
Speaking of the Super Bowl, like 2 years ago, Super Bowl.
So, like, we just trying to bring that same. Oh, never mind. He's a Bengals fan.
Oh, you're a Bengals fan?
Speaking of Super Bowls,
I'm sorry, Angelo. I'm sorry, brother.
So he's got a different mentality going into the stadium.
You know what I'm saying? I'm putting the whole city of Cincinnati on my back on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in there for revenge. I'm out here looking for revenge on WrestleMania. Because we're going to walk out of there with a dub. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Street Profits do. That's our main focus. We're going to get revenge for the Bengals loss. Right, fam?
I mean, I'm a Bears fan, but, I mean, we're
going to get revenge for the Bengals loss, right, man?
We're tag partners, so, yeah, we are.
You guys get along with each other, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. We've been, like, ever since we got to the Performance Center, like, he's the first person I encountered with. Had a tryout, and I actually mistaken that the promos were in the evening. I usually wear a suit, so I wear, like, moccasins and shorts. Like, oh, man, I don't look presentable. Went in there, he's wearing the same thing.
Oh, really? You're like, this was like, that's my guy. We're supposed to be teamed up together. You guys, you've been champion of everything, right? If there's a tag team champion, you guys have had it.
Sure.
When you talk greatest tag teams of this generation, greatest tag team ever, what's that layout look like?
You know what? And this is not even being cocky or arrogant, man. But right now, I feel like nobody's touching us, man. I feel like me and Docs are like the complete essence of what a tag team consists of. You got 2 hybrid athletes, a high flyer and a powerhouse. Both high flyers and powerhouses. I mean, pretty much know everything he's doing before he even does it, and same thing vice versa. And we just been doing this so long together that it's kind of come like second nature. So even when we got put together, it's like, hey, they know each other, so it's nothing. Now, granted, we idolized and we looked up to like New Day and Usos and everything, but it's a new sheriff in town. No pun intended.
You guys,
no sheriff in town. You know what I'm saying?
All right, you brought up the New Day. I would never want you guys to not be together, but is that something that you ever have thought about, solo stuff? Well, just because you brought up the New Day.
We've had like single matches and exhibitions and everything's went well. I had Elimination Chamber in February in Montreal, and Doc's had plenty of single matches on Raw with Seth Rollins and a whole bunch of other plethora like
big time matches,
big time W superstars. So it's good to know that as a unit we're great, but even as solos we're just as great as two, just as great too. So
we just put it out there that we both got skills, you know what I'm saying? We're together.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We still got each other's back. So when we go out there, we support each other no matter what. So
seeing some of the stuff that Montez does in the ring, are you like, holy shit, forgive my language. Like, some crazy acrobatic stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? But I've known him for forever, so like I kind of like already expect that. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like at the same time it's like, oh snap, that's crazy. But at the same time it's like, man, I already knew he could do it. So like, I'm not even like, I'm gonna let everybody else be surprised. You know what I'm saying? I know my boy well enough to know that he could pull something like that off, which is crazy.
It's crazy. Crazy mentality. Been doing this since I was a kid. Just pull my mattresses from my grandmother's basement and jump off the stairs to do frog splashes. It's just been with me for a very long time.
Because sometimes you'll see, obviously, talking about Mojo, a guy who was a football player. We know a lot of guys have gotten to WWE that way.
Right.
You guys love wrestling from the get-go? Like, you big wrestling guys from
Oh, yeah, absolutely,
when you were kids.
Man. Yeah, I started watching it like around like the late 90s.
Okay.
And like the first person I saw was The Godfather.
Okay.
And he came out with his green vest and green pants, and he had his purple hat on with the chains and his pimp cane, and he had his He called them hoes at the time.
Right. You can't do that anymore.
I was like, dang, what is this? I seen how the crowd was like behind him.
Yeah.
Like, what is this? And that whole environment like drew me in like ever since then.
Really?
And The Rock.
Like, I want to
was the
do
one-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And The Rock was the one that kind of like honed me to like he was the first person I kind of or imprinted on me.
Really?
So, yeah, big time. Like he took me through a lot of things as a kid. I lost my sister when I was 10, and he's kind of like been an on-screen assistance in a way, escape from me.
Right.
So it's been dope, man. Like I've been watching this over 2.5 decades now. So, and now it's
That's
cool
incredible.
that we actually doing the things
Right.
that I watched growing up.
Right. Could
Like,
you
we
ever
wrestle-
believe that
No,
would have
man,
happened?
It's wild, man.
Right.
It's really wild.
You are about to wrestle at WrestleMania.
WrestleMania in Los Angeles, Hollywood. Like this is obviously, in my opinion, this is probably the biggest mania of all time.
Yeah.
It's Hollywood.
Yeah.
This is where the big lights and the glamour and everything happens. Like obviously the big stars and everything.
Tens
Wow.
of town, fam.
This is where everything is. And
No,
you guys
you're
know
right.
that.
No, absolutely. This is it. So, all right, you talked about The Rock. He is the biggest movie star in the world in my mind. Do you guys have interest in doing that? We've seen in acting, in show business.
Right. I feel like yes, absolutely. I feel like for us, like the WWE itself trains us for so many of these entertainment aspects.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
we grew
Yeah.
up there. That's us.
Right.
That's one take. Boom.
Right.
Hollywood. No offense, but they have multiple takes
Oh, yeah.
on sets.
Right. You
and
screw up, you
everything.
just do it again.
That's
Yeah,
it.
you can't do
You
that.
can't do that.
Like,
So,
run it
like,
back, run
Right.
it back.
Yeah, there's no running it back for
ain't-
you guys.
You can't run it back in front of 80,000 people and then another 3 million people watching.
Right,
It's like,
right.
and I'm like I said, I'm not being biased, but I would put any WWE superstar against any top Hollywood star and like, see how they react to that environment. Because,
Right.
we get trained on like one take.
No,
So-
it's great. It's like you're like stage actors, but also incredible athletes,
Right.
and like
Oh, yeah.
it's crazy. What have you guys thought? I know there's a lot of people talking about Logan Paul. What have you guys thought about him?
I think
You been
it's
impressed?
I think
Yeah,
it's
he's cool.
yeah.
Has he been cool? Like,
yeah, he's
yeah.
cool, man. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? He's from Ohio, just like me. So, like,
Okay, so you got
I'm
the
kinda
Ohio
biased,
connection.
so,
Yeah.
I'm kind of biased. So anybody from Ohio, I like him a lot.
Right.
So, but no, man, he's been unreal, dude. He's insanely athletic and
Yeah.
all that stuff. He's an incredibly hard worker, and he's got his own drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
prime
man, it's
drink,
good.
you know
Man,
what
they're
I'm
killing
saying?
it. Yeah, no, it is
yeah,
good.
it's so good.
It
Zero
is. I was like, I got to
calories.
try one.
It's
It was
really good. But he's I like the fact that he tries to like understand and get this and like you said, work hard.
Yeah.
And he loves this just as much as we do. So I think it's cool too that not only he's like that, but he's bringing a whole new set of eyes to us. He's got
Good
a
point.
huge following on social
Yeah.
media.
Right.
So
Yep.
anytime a celebrity or influencer like comes in and can get more eyes on the product, that's always in our
Right, it
eyes.
helps
That's
everybody,
great.
right?
It helps
Right.
everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
I know people in here that didn't watch wrestling, but they're big fans of his, and they watch because
Right.
of that. And,
Yeah.
and then then they say, "Oh, I like this," and then they're actually fans themselves.
Yeah, we're a huge fan of like the cross brand promotions. Like it's
I
huge.
love it. It's
Great.
one of the funnest
Yeah.
things ever because you never know who you get to meet and stuff like
Right.
that. And it's just like we both get to witness other aspects of each other's like
Yeah.
career paths and all
You've
that
had
stuff.
presidents
So,
down
yeah.
there, not to get political. President. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody. You never
Yeah.
know who's going to pop up,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
How about how cool is it, Montez, to get to you do your thing Saturday night, then you can kind of hang out and watch your wife, who is just an incredibly huge star.
Yes, man.
How cool is that?
It's the greatest, man. And like we was talking about this yesterday. She was like, "Dang, man, I'm jealous. Like you gonna be done, and then I'm gonna be watching
You
your
can have
match
fun, right?
nervous, and then now I gotta go. Like, dang, man, I gotta go on the next night." So,
Right.
But I love her to death, man. She's ready. She
Yeah.
just got finished making because she makes all her gear.
Yeah.
And she's excited for the match, man. And she's ready. She's ready. She's always ready. Just getting herself tuned up, ready for Mania. But she has a goal and a mission. She's going to go in there against Asuka this weekend on April 2nd after we do our thing in the showcase match and keep the title, man.
Do you get more nervous for her than when you guys were about to go out there?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what she was talking about, too, because, like, I'm the day
She's
before.
probably the same way.
And she's like, oh, man, now I got to wait for mine the next day. But
Right.
yeah, I'm always more nervous for her matches because I just want her to do well and I
Right.
just don't want her to get
Right.
hurt. And I can't control
Right, you don't have
anything.
control.
Yeah, I don't have
Right.
control.
You're
anything
like,
while
I'm
she's out
good, I
there.
got this.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man.
Man, well, I cannot wait. I guess if there's if anyone that you're going to be and the other 6 people that you're going to be in the showcase with, if they're watching, anything you'd want to say to them?
Well, here we are at TMZ Sports with the Street Profits. Montez Ford and my right-hand man, 100 grand, Angelo Dawkins. Congratulations, guys. You've made it to WrestleMania, SoFi Stadium, April 1st. In the
Pat yourself
showcase,
on the
man.
back. Give yourselves a round of applause.
But that's where the applause ends. Because as great as you guys are, as much work and hard work you've been putting in, you have to meet your maker. You have to meet your maker eventually one day, and that's the Street Profits. Because we live, breathe, and die by 4 words, and that simply is:
we want the smoke.
Amen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? SoFi Stadium, April 1st. We'll see you there. April 1st. The match. We ain't no fools, but we competing on April Fool's Day. Okay?
We gonna be sending the Vikings to Valhalla. We gonna be kicking Alpha Academy out of their own academy. We gonna put hair on Braun and Ricochet.
A toupee,
you know what I'm saying?
A toupee
you know
for
what I'm
the
saying?
day.
Hey, Braun, I just want you to know this is a message for you, dog. Monsters fall too.
They do.
Monsters fall too.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? Be ready, cause we coming. No matter what you doing, we coming. And oh yeah, may I also send this out there as well?
The floor is yours.
After we win, after we get revenge, you know what I'm saying? After we do our thing in SoFi, Shannon Sharp, I'ma need a bottle of that old Shay Sharp so we could do something, 4-2 something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Club Shay.
You know what I'm saying? Club Shay Shay.
Club Shay Shay.
Listen,
It's Club Shay Shay.
We're Fox Sports, so we can make that happen.
Can make that happen.
Hey,
Can
you
make
know
that
what I'm
happen.
saying? Hey, let's go.
Can make that happen.
Let's go, man.
Can make that happen.
Big play Shay, what's
Can make
up,
that
man?
happen. Can
What's
make that
up,
happen.
man?
Can make that happen.
Let's go.
Catch us April 1st at SoFi Stadium when we show our showcasing the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match, the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy, Valhalla, the Viking Raiders, and Ricochet and Braun Strowman. Be
Yes,
prepared
sir.
because we not only searching for the smoke, but we bringing the smoke. Amen.
If y'all think we lose it, then it's April Fool's to you.
I see what you did there. You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
You know what I'm saying?